Breaking news here at noon, a $490 million investment means 800 new jobs at GE Appliance Park. The company said it's bringing washing machine production back to the United States. And with this investment, GE Appliances will produce more than 15 models of front-load washers at Building 2 of Appliance Park. The building will also be redesigned as a model factory for the company. The new manufacturing lines will open in 2027. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. The former lead detective in the Crystal Rogers case back on the stand this morning in the trial of Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson. Testifying today, former Nelson County Detective John Snow told the jury about his interviews with Brooks Houck and what he found in phone records, which are playing a very big part in this trial. Those interviews were also played for the jury. Snow's testimony follows a major bombshell in the trial Wednesday. Prosecutors say Rosemary Houck, the mother of the chief suspect, Brooks Houck, was the alleged mastermind behind this plan to get rid of Crystal Rogers. Our Alexander Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester are covering that testimony.
As witnesses took the stand, we got a clear picture of Crystal Rogers' final hours before she went missing. We heard from friends and family and former Nelson County Detective John Snow, who gave us a look at that preliminary evidence he collected the first few days of Crystal Rogers' disappearance. Filling in the gaps, witnesses for the Commonwealth taking the stand, revealing July 3rd, 2015 was supposed to be a surprise date night for Crystal Rogers and Brooks Houck. Christina Hawley, a friend of Rogers, addressing the jury after opening statements concluded. Hawley says she was at Rogers' house earlier, the day she was last seen. She talked about taking the kids out to get pizza, but Rogers told her they couldn't because Houck wanted a kid-free night. But that never happened. Rogers and Houck went to the Houck family farm, and prosecutors say Rogers never returned. Rogers' cousin Amanda Greenwell doubling down on the couple's plans for a romantic night. Greenwell testified that she ran into Rogers on July 3rd, 2015 while at Walmart. And surveillance video later presented to the jury does show Rogers visited a Walmart at 4:30 that day. Some of her final hours on tape. Greenwell saying Rogers, quote, said she and Brooks were going on a surprise date. She didn't know what they were doing or where they were going. She was very excited, end quote. But Greenwell wasn't Rogers' only family member who took the stand on Wednesday. Rogers' daughter Kylie Fenwick emotional, describing her relationship with Houck. She testified, quote, I never had a father figure. I thought he was going to step up to the plate. Fenwick said on July 4th she tried to call Rogers but didn't get an answer. Unanswered by her mother and Houck. He never responded to Fenwick. Ending the day, former lead detective on the case John Snow. A look at evidence collected in those beginning days. Snow said Rogers' car was swabbed for DNA, but law enforcement didn't get anything that provided evidence to who was driving the car at the time. Surveillance video also showing Houck's truck driving to the family farm at 7:30 and leaving around midnight. Snow saying Houck's story he told in a police interrogation from July 5th was consistent. In Bowling Green, Alexander Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
You can follow along with the trial of the decade here in Kentuckiana, the final Crystal Rogers murder trial on the WHAS 11 Plus app anytime with special reports at 9 o'clock each night with our legal analyst, Nick Mudd. Download the WHAS 11 Plus app on your smart TV and watch for free. Final day of near triple-digit heat, hopefully, before we get some relief, Matt Breland.
That's right, Brooke. Yeah, this weekend we do have some relief in sight, but we do still have another afternoon full of this dangerous heat. Heat advisory still in place across all of Kentuckiana, including the entire Ohio Valley until 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's because we have these dangerous heat index values still around with us. Currently, temperatures are at 91, but we feel like 98 degrees here in downtown Louisville. Winds are continuing to stay out of the west-southwest around 10 miles per hour, and just a few of those small passing clouds out there with us. Temperatures still ranging in between the upper 80s and the lower 90s so far this afternoon. We have a lot of sunshine in our skies, but you'll notice just farther off towards our south, we're seeing a few of those isolated showers beginning to pop up. We'll see a few more of those cross their way into Kentuckiana as we head later on into the afternoon time. So some of those could provide some brief relief for us. As we head into the later parts of the afternoon, that's whenever we'll see the possibility for a few of those showers to pop up here and there, especially as we go in between those 3 and 5 p.m. hours. Later on this evening, you can expect quiet conditions and another calm start to our Friday morning with temperatures ranging into those mid-70s. So the extreme heat wave still continuing for today. High heat and humidity still sticking around. We're going to have a full breakdown all about these details coming up in just a few short minutes. Brooke?
Matt, thank you. We are getting a look at body camera video from Linden Police showing the moment an East End hotel room exploded as hotel staff tried to enter. Watch as they tried to open that door.
Back up.
This all took place last Friday when workers at the Spring Hill Suites off Hurstburn Parkway were trying to find a guest who had failed to check out. Linden police say electrical wire was wrapped around the hinge lock as the explosion happened when staff attempted to get into the room. A fire quickly broke out in that hotel room and an officer put it out. The man inside, identified as Leonard Pitchford, ran out of the room with no clothes on. Police said he told them there were more bombs in there. 2 explosive devices were found and an ATF bomb-sniffing dog signaled there could be more in his car. He is charged with 43 counts of wanton endangerment and 1 count of use of a weapon of mass destruction. Well, family did confirm the body of a boy pulled from the Ohio River this week was their 13-year-old son, Derek Dion Saunders Jr. LMPD crews found him 2 days after he disappeared near the Greenwood boat ramp. Police said he was swept away by a strong current while playing in knee-deep water with family Monday evening. LMPD's dive team found his body about a mile downstream around 10:30 yesterday morning. The coroner confirmed the death was an accident consistent with drowning. His family said they are heartbroken but relieved to have Derek's body home so they can give him a funeral he deserves.
I want to bring my child home. I want to give him the homecoming that he deserves. At 13 years old, I didn't expect this. No mother wants to bury her child. No mother wants to imagine that at 13 years old, you know, for the things that he could experience in life, this could be it.
The family plans to have a memorial this week and have started a fundraiser for anyone who wishes to help with expenses. We have a link up right now in this story on our website, WHAS11.com. All new here at noon, the U.S. Supreme Court states that Medicaid funds can be cut for Planned Parenthood. The 6-3 opinion came in a case focused on services Planned Parenthood provides, like contraception, cancer screenings, and pregnancy testing. The ruling also blocks patients from suing to be able to visit the provider they choose. In that majority opinion, the Justice Neil Gorsuch wrote, policy questions involving cost and benefits are decisions for elected representatives, not judges. In the dissent, justices said the ruling is, quote, likely to result in tangible harm to real people. Well, 2 decades in the making, and tonight we are taking you inside the future VA Medical Center in Louisville. Located off Brownsboro Road in the Watterson, this hospital will provide care for more than 45,000 veterans across Kentucky and southern Indiana. And while it is still under construction, this is more than just steel and concrete. For so many of the contractors on site, this is personal.
For me, being a vet, to coordinate on a facility which will serve service members who are serving our country. It's an honor for me.
Tonight, meet the veterans helping build the hospital they'll one day rely on themselves. It is the hard hat tour you will only see here coming up tonight on WHAS 11 News at 6. All new here at noon, the only Women's Day Center for At-Risk Women in West Louisville is ready to open. The organization called One Block Louisville is behind the center called Sanctuary of Sisters. It's intended to be a safe place for women who are being sex trafficked, have substance abuse issues, or just need a refuge from the streets.
We are providing a covering place for women that need to be covered. We are providing love, healing, mental illness, services that they need, health care, places where they can come in and get a shower, food, somewhere just to sit and just someone to let them know that we care about them.
The center on West Oak Street officially opens tomorrow.